Every year, there are 5 million girls married under the age of 15. Child marriage exists around the world. In South Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa, the Middle East and North Africa. It's across regions, it's across cultures, it's across religions.
On one side, we see the fearless girl, who symbolizes freedom, fierce, and source of inspiration for all women. And on the other side, we see child marriages, which symbolizes lack of education among girls, early pregnancy, domestic violence on them, and health issues among others. Figure shows child marriage is a truly global problem. Worldwide, more than 700 women alive today were married before their 18th birthday. More than 1 in 3, which is about 250 million, entered into union before age 15. Boys are also married as children, but girls are far more affected. Across all regions, girls who live in rural areas are more likely to become child bride than their urban counterparts. Going ahead, if there is no reduction in child marriage, the global number of women married as children will reach 1.2 billion by 2050. In my home country too, India, child marriages are at an alarming rate, which can be harmful not only to the nation but the world at large.
Child marriage is an abuse of human rights. Girls are married at an age in which they are supposed to be in school, they are supposed to be protected, and they are called to be playing roles of adults, and they are girls.
Traditionally, culturally, it is accepted, especially in the rural areas, and also because of poverty. Poverty is the main reason for early marriage. When the family is very poor and they have many children, boys and girls, they prefer to send some of the female from the house to another family.
So, what are the effects? Fertile freedom and disempowerment, deprived of fundamental rights to health, education and safety, physical or emotional challenges to become wives or mother, severe complications to pregnancy and risk of contracting sexual transmitted diseases, suffering domestic violence.
For the individual girl, it can be a time when her life changes dramatically. But when you magnify that across a whole country, you can see the impact it has at a macro level. When girls are marrying below the age of 15, they are interrupting their education too soon. They are reducing their economic potential in perpetuity. They are at much greater risk of dying in childbirth, of their infant dying in the first year of life, and are going to experience higher lifetime fertility and greater rates of poverty. And that really perpetuates a cycle of poverty for these countries.
Thus, we can see that these girls go through no choice and no freedom of their own. It is very important at this stage when the world is progressing further to put a stop to this evil and help these little souls to make their own decisions.
A famous Buddhist monk, Nichiren, said that women have the potential to not only be equal to men, but to even surpass them when it comes to positively impacting the world. Child marriage is a terrible evil and should be absolutely eradicated. I think it's parents and teachers who can really make the biggest impact by raising their daughters to be fearless, to dream, and to become champions of their own destiny, rather than having their lives curtailed by injustice and oppression. We have to really fight with all of our might and help each other. If we know people in our life who are fighting against this, then we need to support them. If we know people in our lives who are trying to oppress women in any capacity, then we need to talk to them and really call them out.
Issues related to human security, issues like child marriage, are simply not soft issues. They are issues that can affect the stability of countries. They are issues that can affect the economic development of these countries. We as a global community not only have a moral interest in protecting young girls in particular, but we have our own security interests at heart.
The evidence shows us, and common sense would show us as well, that education can delay and even prevent child marriage. It can raise incomes, and it certainly can improve health.
As we can see, this is not a battle of a girl or an individual. This is a battle of the whole world. The world should come together to help these little girls to live their own life. So for example, if we cut a tree from its root, it can never grow again. In the same way, if we uproot a girl's childhood, she can never have her own life. We need to help these girls to be fearless and confident, help them to achieve their own dreams and live their own life. Though there are laws in many countries which has been written years and years ago, but still there are no effective tracking mechanism to ensure proper adherence. Together, we should work towards empowering these girls by educating not only their family but also their surroundings, which include their schools, teachers and others, and encourage these parents to send their daughters to school. Instead of wearing wedding gown or dresses, they should be encouraged to wear school uniforms and go to schools. In the end, we all should fight together and empower these girls so that they can empower the future.